All right, Lincoln Mitchell, Green Bulls, Red Bears. We're waiting for this setup. We got about 30 seconds. If that setup closes underneath that green line, we're going to take that trade. You want to set a real tight stop loss. Reason being because it is on an uptrend, but I think we can get it back down to this red line here. But it has to close underneath there in the next 10, 9 minutes, 9 seconds, 7 seconds. It has to close underneath that line. It has to. If it does not close underneath that green line, that trade is no good to you. Didn't close underneath it. That trade is done to you. It's a done trade. Didn't close underneath that green line. It's a done trade. Don't touch that trade. Leave that trade alone. You'll be in trouble touching that trade right now. You missed that one. I mean, we ain't miss it. We just ain't going to take it. You needed that thing to close underneath this green line. It has to close underneath that green line. It has to. If it doesn't close underneath that green line, you leave that trade alone, especially when you're going against your trend. You automatically change your stop loss when you're going against the trend. You tighten that thing up pretty good, you know, especially if you're going to go against your trend. I mean, it had a good downtrend on a daily, you know, with a snapback on this big old candle here to get you back to that red line, but it didn't close to give me a setup for it. You know, see, it didn't close nowhere to give me a good setup for it. And that's what you have to worry about. You have to worry about your setups. Your setups are very important. Even on the 30, see, it didn't close to give me a good setup. You know, it still looked like it's pushing down. You know, got lower lows, highs, and about even on the 30. You got to get a good setup on that. That thing did not close underneath that green line. So we'll have to pass on this trade right here. That trade won't be no good to us. It's a done trade. We needed to get underneath that line. Until it gets underneath that line, that trade, there's nothing you can do with that trade. Lincoln Mitchell, Green Bulls, Red Bears. We're going to watch it just in case it do, so we might have a part 2 to this video. So if it does come back, we'll let you see it. Bye. Bye for now. All right, here you go. Lincoln Mitchell, Green Bulls, Red Bears. Okay, remember I told you earlier in that video? We already got some of this trade anyway. We want to see it get up under here. We need this to close now. We definitely need it to close under here. We'll get some more of this trade. We'll get some more of that. Oh, yeah. If that thing can close underneath that line right there, we're going to get some more of this trade here. We're a long ways away from this, so I'm going to cut this video right now because we're basing off the 15. This is the 30. We're basing off that 15, and I'm telling you, that's a gravity line right there. That line is a super gravity line. If that thing can close underneath there, we're going to take that trade. And how we're going to play it is this. We're going to let this trade close, right? We're going to let it close. Like I'm telling you a secret. Like, come here. I'm going to tell you a secret. All right. What we're going to do is we're going to let this trade close. As soon as this thing closes under here, we want it to snap back. We want it to snap back to this green line. It's going to snap back to that green line. I don't care what you say. It's going to snap back to this green line. Reason being, this green line is a super strong price action. So it's going to snap back to it. As soon as it touched that green line, we in that trade to go down. We're in it. So we're going to pause this video. This is the part 2 to this one. And we're going to wait because I don't feel like sitting here watching this whole thing for the next 5-10 minutes. But But now if it touched that line like it is right now, and I'm hoping it doesn't, if it touched that line, your trade is done. You're done. Your trade is done. It's over. It's over. It's over. Don't you dare touch that trade. If it touched that line, we already got one of them. But excuse me, still got a little cough. We need that to come up there. We need it to come up. But now, if it touches this before that thing closes, don't you touch that trade. Don't you dare touch that trade. Now, the 5 minutes about to kick in right now. That's what we need to see. We need that 5 minute snap back now. We need this 5 minutes about to open. We need that 5 minutes to immediately go backwards. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was going. I wasn't planning on staying on it this long. So we need that thing to snap back. Let's see. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, boom. 5 minute kick. There you go. Go straight up. We need that thing to go straight up. We don't want it to go down yet. There we go, like that. We don't want it to go down yet. Now we're getting prepped. Let's get prepped up. don't need it to go up yet. I mean, we want it to go up. We want it to get to that green line if it can. You know, if he gets that green line, we in that trade. We're in that trade hard. We're gonna be in that trade hard. You know, but the reason why you wanted to hit that green line, because remember, slide this to this other screen. Because remember, on your 15-minute and 30, it has not closed up underneath this line yet. You got to be very, very wary of that. You have to, man. I'm telling you, you can get burned on that. Let that thing close. If you miss that trade, then so be it. But do not jump in that trade before that thing closes, because you need that momentum in your favor. Right now, that momentum is good, but it's not in your favor. Because the 5-minute, the 30 and the 15-minute can bite you really good. So you want that momentum to get totally in your favor before you take this trade. If it gets in your favor, then jump on it. Oh man, jump into a C. See, that's what I told you. But you need that momentum, but you need it to close. See how that 5 starting to go back up there? Now if that 5 close up underneath that line, you need it to close. It has to close up underneath that green line. It has to. If it does not close underneath that green line, you leave that trade alone. Don't you dare touch that trade. Do not touch it. And what you do is you're going to play this clock. So we're going to sit here and watch it for a second. We need that clock. You know, we need that thing to come back. We didn't want that to happen. We wanted it to come up just a little bit. We should have took some of it, but we didn't. We want that thing to go right back up there just a little bit. Now, here's the good kicker about this trade. This thing is so strong here. If that thing comes up around here and you know it can't come back, you jump in that trade. You don't have to wait for it to close then. You want to, but when you do what I'm saying, you want it to close, but you want it to close. Like if it's right here and that clock says 55 seconds, then you can jump in that trade, you know. We already got one of them already, as you can tell. We waited for that thing to go up, and we jumped on it as soon as it went down. We jumped right back in because we knew it was going to start going toward this gravity line. We knew it. See, that's what you wanted to do like that, you know. But you have to let that thing close right now. You don't want it. If it closed red, it's good. It's better if it closed green underneath this line. You know, red is even perfect, but only reason why I said that is because if you go with it closing red, it's going to eat up most of your spread. See what I'm saying? So you want to be able to time it. You know, because from here to here, that's a 3 pip spread. 3. See, that's almost 3 pips. Just a little bit under like 2.9, somewhere around there. So you're watching this one real closely. See, that's what you didn't want to happen now. That's what you didn't want to happen right there. Because now you're going to eat up your spread. You're going to eat up your spread. See what I'm saying? See, that's only a 3, 2, that was 3, wasn't it? Right there from here to here, 3. Yeah, a little bit over 3, almost 3, a little bit over 3. Okay, you want it to come back up just a little bit because you need that momentum. You need the momentum of everybody else. You need everybody else to help you out. 5 minutes is a good chart, but it's not a strong chart. That's how you want it to do it, just like that. You want it. Oh, let me stretch. I don't know why I'm stretching. You want it to go back up just a little bit. See, like right now, it's not going to make it. It's not going to make it. That's not going to make it. Yeah, 20 seconds. Go up just a little bit more. Go up some more. It ain't going to make it. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Go back up. I should have took it when it was on that 5. We wanted to go back up. Go up. We in that trade. We taking that trade. We taking that trade to ride that joker straight down. ride it straight down. We in this trade right now to get down to here. We don't care where it gets. Yeah. Okay, we in this trade to go down right now. Right now, we in that trade. Now we're gonna watch it. Slide this over. We're in that trade to go down right now. We'll let this video play out. I got a tight stop loss on it, about 20, I think it is. So we'll sit there on that one for a minute. See what happens on this one. That thing should drop real good. I mean, it should really pop down. It should really pop down to get here. And it's cool if it hits this line. It's cool now. It's cool. You can let it hit that line and come back. That's what I wanted it to do earlier, is hit that line and come back. You know, and then shoot back down. But we're still good. We're going to watch this one. Don't double down right here. Stick to your guns. You need that trade to stick. Now, if that engulfs that candle, you in trouble. Well, I'm in trouble because y'all don't have no money on the line. But you don't want, now that's what I wanted to enter at right there. That's what I really, truly wanted to enter at, was right there. It didn't do what I wanted to do. But that's why I wanted to enter at right there on that 15 minutes. But we still good because this thing should drop and get to that line. Even if we have to sit on it for a while, you know, it should drop. Now, when it do drop, I'm going to be out of that trade right there. I'm not going to wait around. Now, somebody's going to say, well, if you're so certain it's going to hit this line, why wait around? Well, every once in a while, you'll get one that tap that one and come back. But that should be your target right there. And I'm on a strong uptrend. Not real strong. It's okay. You know, that gravity line should still be able to pull it. And, you know, you got to learn those techniques. So we're going to watch and see there. We want that thing to drop all the way down. Now, I'm most likely, I'm going to be out right there. Right on that line. We already got one of them. We already got one of them for the day. So we're going to sit here and watch it. That's where I wanted to enter at. If I would enter where I told you I was going to enter at, I would already be in just a little bit of profit. Not a lot, but just a little bit. So we're going to watch it. We're just sitting here watching it. Your 30 looks really good. Everything looks good to get to that line. Everything. Everything looks good to get to this red line right here. Right there. That's the line we're shooting for, right there. And it already closed underneath there. Uh-oh, hold on. This is the 30, ain't it? Yeah, that 30. Well, hold on. Am I missing a chart or something? Missing a candle or something? Am I missing a candle? Should be another candle here somewhere. 30. Oh, okay. We played it on 15. Okay. My bad. My mistake. Jumped into it just a little bit ahead of the gun. See that thing dropping? Once it drops lower than that arrow, this little arrow, this upside down triangle, we're automatically in the profit on that one. You know, we'll be maybe half a pip away from a good profit. You know, we're going to sit there and let it drop. I want to push down. I jumped the gun too quick on that. I'm thinking it was a 30, but it wasn't. There we go. A little bit more. And when that thing drops down, we're just a little bit away from it. There we go. The 5 minute just created a new candle, which is good. You want to see your setup. Let's look at your 5 minute. 5 minutes good. I don't like that candle, but it's still good. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. Push it on down. We shooting for this line to get out. That's our line to get out right there. This one right here. Like that. What I tell you. We in some good money now, y'all. Win the money. Win the money. See, I want to get to my line. Like that. I'm out that trade. I'm out that trade. Do you see what I'm talking about? Do you see what I'm talking about? That's all I needed right there. Now look, here go my line. I should have waited, but for the sake of these videos, I like to record and also pay attention to what the hell I'm doing when I'm doing these videos. So it's kind of hard to do it. But we're going to wait right here. We're watching this now. And I got my money out of it. I don't train. Don't ask me how to do that. I don't train people. It's too hard of a technique to do. So I refuse to train people. There we go. Now, what did I tell you about how sometimes it'll come up short? Do you see what I'm saying? Now you see what I'm saying about sometimes that thing will come up short. That's why I get my money and I go. You get your money and you go. All right? This Lincoln Mitchell. I'm out on this one. Lincoln Mitchell. Green Bulls, Red Bears signing off.